Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Sim, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across this video from Pastor Jamal, and that video, trust me, got me to the core. It touched my bone marrow. Why? Because he was talking about how black people were separate. Like there is nothing you can actually scare black people with because they literally have experienced everything. Are you going to talk about segregation? Are you going to talk about redlining? Are you going to talk about when they were like, there is nothing you can at this point in time scare them with. But at the same time, they have lived everything. But it scares me because I don't know how long black people have to be strong. You know, when you know that I know that this is going to stop tomorrow or after tomorrow. That is not certain. You don't know how long you have to be strong, which means you might continue to be strong for the rest of your life. That really scares me so much. And if it can scare me, that is not living the experience, I don't know how much more it scares you people that are experiencing it. I don't know, but it really hurts. Right? I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts to the bone marrow. And Mr. Bishop was talking about that he is no longer willing to break bread with people that do not see him as human. And that is absolutely understandable because there is no need trying to align with people that do not align with you. Let's get into this video.
What can you threaten black people with that we haven't already lived through before? We already couldn't go to your schools. We already couldn't live in your neighborhood. We already couldn't shop in your store. We already had to sit in the back of the bus. We already filled out your jail. We already had our zip codes redlined. We already had our votes suppressed. We already had our families separated. We already had our men profiled. We already had our women objectified. What you think you gonna do new that's gonna be able to intimidate us? Black people got soundtrack music. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. It is their master plan to make you live in fear so you don't fight back, so you don't lift up your voice, so you don't kick against the prick. Fear is the only weapon that white supremacy has.
You know, I have a worldview that is complicated in certain areas and very simplistic in others. The basis, the starting point, the foundation is very simple. I don't eat where I am not wanted. I do not congregate with those that hate me, and I will never break bread with someone who would stab me with a knife. Simple. Simple and plain. I will not eat where I am not wanted. I know there are people in spaces that hate what I say. I know it. I give them no quarter. I ask for none in return. I offer no forgiveness. And fuck them. Forever. So I'm not eating with them people. Not. Don't ask me to come in and be nice. Don't ask me to come in and try to compromise. Don't ask me to come in and try to find common ground. Because fuck you. You've already proven without a shadow of a doubt I can't trust you. So why in the fuck would I sit there and eat a meal in front of you where I got to worry about whether or not my food is poisoned? I do not go in spaces where I am not wanted. In this day and age, our politics have taken over every aspect of American society. Our politics have taken over every aspect of American society. And what we are finding out more and more is that far too many people are pussy. They are willing to get shit on as long as they're not the beneficiaries of the ire that would come if they stood up for themselves. So why in the fuck would I go in a room full of those people? Why? Why in the fuck would I go into a room full of people that think my way of dealing with bullies is wrong? It's counterproductive, or it doesn't give us and offer us a way forward. Fuck them people. And if I'm in a room with you and that's how you talking, I'm getting the fuck out. I don't want to be in that room. I do not want to be in that room. Everybody in there is a bunch of bitches, and I'm walking out the door. I will not break bread with anyone who would stab me with a knife. The current presidential administration has never liked people like me. In all of the aspects of my life, the current administration has never liked people like me. Black man. All of the things that they wanted to turn into some sort of negative stereotypes, I have turned them into the fuel that drives me. I am loud. I am boisterous. I wear big ass earrings in my ears. I paint my fucking fingernails. I fight for communities that are not just my own. And I stand 10 toes down on it. Money is not going to influence me. Status is not going to influence me. Being able to get into those enclaves is not going to influence me. The truth is the truth no matter what. So why in the fuck would I sit across the table from somebody who is against everything I stand for? We're gonna break bread so we can talk. Just to have this motherfucker stab me literally in my fucking face? No. What we are finding out, and what we have found out since November 5th of 2024, is far too many people are perfectly okay with falling down as long as they're the ones that don't get stepped on. This is a terrible fucking time for America. This is a terrible time. Because the fight against this shit is what makes history. The fight against these forces are what supposedly history of America was built on. Now, we know it's bullshit. We know it's bullshit. Having the most marginalized, having the most defenseless destroyed, that's what we really like. We love that America gets a hard on when it gets a chance to crush poor, marginalized people. It is America's biggest thing. But the myths we have been told is this: we stand up to the bullies. We stand up to the bullies. We're the ones that fight for the little guy. Is it any wonder that there are people who see that one of the biggest bullies is us, and they're standing up against them? And do you notice the fucking response that these people are getting? 10 Democrats voting to censure one of their own. Just like there were several Democrats that voted to censure Rashida Tlaib for using her First Amendment rights, for believing and understanding the pain and suffering her own people were going through. Now, I ain't got no love for Rashida Tlaib because of everything that happened afterwards. But the fact that there were Democrats going, come on, let's vote against her because we got to get along. This is the new way. Fuck you. Al Green stood up there and told the absolute goddamn truth. Donald Trump doesn't have a mandate. Elon Musk doesn't have any goddamn government oversight to do the shit that he's doing. But we're all supposed to just go, okay, go on, just don't hurt me. The GOP reps and senators in the Senate and Congress are saying they're afraid of their own constituents because of physical violence. And the opposition party said, yeah, I'm afraid of them too. Give in to the mob. Give in to stupidity. Give in to the racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism. Give into it, because it's a hell of a lot easier than standing your motherfucking ass up and taking a punch in your face. But in my approach, that's not leading us a path forward. Capitulation ain't a path forward. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If a bully walks up on you when you were in school and stole $1, which was all of your lunch money, don't you think that motherfucker tomorrow will come for two? And at some point, isn't it time for you to punch that motherfucker in the goddamn face, get your money back, and say, if you ever come anywhere near me, bitch, I'm gonna wake your ass up in the middle of the night and send you to Jesus? Ignorant people are running through social media. We're not even talking about regular print media, like the Ben Shapiro's and the Charlie Kirks. We ain't even talk about them. We're talking about just on social media. Every single fucking day, we have to stand up against the most ignorant motherfuckers on the planet, who are basically, their only threat is, well, Trump won, you gotta suck his dick. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. You suck his dick. And then let me kick you in the back of your fucking head while you're doing it. So I'm going to say this one more time. I do not eat where I am not wanted. I will not go into rooms that do not want me there. And I will never break bread with a motherfucker that would stab me in the back or stab me with a knife. And if some of y'all are too fucking cowardly to stand up and fight for the absolute basic human rights that we all deserve, regardless of where we come from or the backgrounds we live in, then stand your ass on the porch. Stand on the porch. Because this is not going to be for the faint of heart. We are what, 3 months in? Almost 3 months in? We have 4 years of this. Your hands gonna get bloody. You're gonna get tired. But if you give in, they will be taking shit from you from now on. So if somebody don't stand up and say something, there's gonna be some problems. I am Captain Misunderstandings and Furniture Moving, because one of Ice Cube's best songs, you ain't gonna take my life. I'm never going to give it to you. You're gonna literally have to take me out to shut me the fuck up.
I'm 100% convinced that DEI programs are nothing more than the adult version of participation medals.
What I am about to say has to come with this disclaimer. Okay? If you know, you know. Say it again. What I'm about to say has to come with this disclaimer. If you know, you know. Unhinged, loud, and heavily armed, bearded white men are one of the biggest dangers to America. White men in general, unhinged, loud, perpetually wrong, and heavily armed white men are a threat to America. Now again, if you know, you know. What is understood does not have to be said. I ain't got to say it. I don't. If you know, you know. So I took that video that I made about Mr. Thre talking about DEI as a participation trophy. Took it over to YouTube, right? All right. Sure enough, I mean, he got some traction. Don't get me wrong. It's still getting traction. But in the comments section, there they are. Right there. Right there. Using the same catchphrases. I don't ever want to hear another motherfucking white man tell me shit about being in their feelings. Not after January 6, 2021, and the bitch moaning, piss moaning, and complaining that was done from January 6, 2021 up until this motherfucker was reelected and slandered or slug his snail-like ass back up into the goddamn White House. I don't want to hear another motherfucking thing about in their feelings. I don't. Y'all got a lawsuit from a white woman in the Supreme Court right now because she lost her fucking job to two people. One was gay, the other one was a lesbian, and she thinks it was discrimination against cis white people. So shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I was on live with USMC Angry Veteran, aka Matt. I call him Matt. Y'all can call him that shit. Where he admitted this. That man has a beard. He looks like fucking Santa Claus. But he admitted it. We can't get any further in life because we got to keep coming back and picking up these motherfuckers. Do you know why Republicans in the fucking House and Senate won't stand up to Trump? Because they're afraid of these jackasses. These are the Civil War will happen again. The South will rise again, motherfuckers. You know them. See them all the time. The rational ones, they kind of stick out. They do. The irrational ones, come on. They end up becoming examples of what the fuck I'm talking about. And they always believe that their pew-pew and their balls will save the day. No, they won't. Other motherfuckers have pew-pews. Other people got nuts. Shit, there's some women with ovaries that got pew-pews that'll save the goddamn day before your dumb ass will. Matt said something yesterday that made so much fucking sense to me that I had to take a breath to hear it again. These white men are the foot soldiers and the greatest, fucking supporters of the status quo. Because it somehow makes them feel like they're doing something. Like, the other part of being one of these unhinged motherfuckers is this. No matter who tells them, no matter how it is told, no matter the proof that you show them, they think they're one good break away from being one of these rich motherfuckers. They think they are absolutely one good break away from being one of the motherfuckers that perpetually kick them in the fucking face. That's why they will sacrifice their wives, their children, their daughters, their sons, their mother and father. They will sacrifice everybody. Because if they acknowledge what the fuck was truly going on, put them goddamn pew-pews down and learned how to fucking fight for all of us, they might miss that opportunity. And all of these fucking little right-wing jackass fucking news sites and shit, they cater to these people. Think about this for just a second. It has been an established, known thing, an established factual thing, that white people were not slaves. That the Irish were not slaves. That when it came to white folks and other white folks with more money, it was always indentured servitude. How do we get to where we are right now? They couldn't get past slavery was so long ago. Well, bitch, the last slave died in so and so 19 something something. You were never a slave. No, but I can trace my lineage back. Oh, well, I was never a slave owner. Bitch, nobody ever said that. Then he got to, well, you know, white people suffer racism too. These people, these men have always looked at it from the standpoint of if everybody can have it, then it ain't worth nothing. What they didn't realize is some of them ain't got it either. Out here arguing for some shit you won't even benefit from. Like, if you really told them to seriously take a look at yourself, take a look at your life, ask yourself this question: what the fuck do you have? What makes you think that because you wake up in a country that has been catering to rich motherfuckers that share your skin color doesn't mean you have shared in those benefits? They would look at your ass like you was speaking Klingon. And then when in doubt, when all logic has just beat them down, when everybody in society, and that includes the motherfuckers in their own ecosystem, have told them how incredibly wrong and fucked up their mindset is, where do they go? Violence. Violence. We've been having elections since forever. But this one time, their guy lost, and they couldn't take it. Y'all heard some of them motherfucking people? Cut their heads off. Storm the Capitol. I almost guarantee you it was a dude that shit in his hand and smeared it all over the walls. I guarantee you it was a dude. And white women, y'all facilitate this. Over and over again. You facilitate it. Instead of telling your man the truth. No, it wasn't a Mexican that stole your job. It wasn't a black man that's smoking a crack. No, honey, sweetheart, you're uneducated in this country, and the white men that you look up to, they don't fucking like you. They piss on your forehead every day, but you out here with a umbrella calling it rain. Like I said, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Let's just be honest about it.
This is all I got from this video. And I am going to say this. When the pastor started speaking, I felt everything. When I said I felt everything, I felt everything. In as much as I applaud my people for being strong, we should all know that Black people are very strong, right? This is something nobody should go through. I don't know how you want to understand what I just said. Whatever that Black people have been through is what nobody anywhere should ever go through in life. Tell me, but the reality is, what did they want to scare Black people with at this point in time? Nothing, actually, you know? Black people couldn't go to the same school. Black people couldn't live in your neighborhood. There is nothing to like fearmonger Black people anymore. There is nothing to threaten them with at this point in time. They could not shop in your store. They couldn't go to the same school. They were segregated from the same transportation. Nothing. Redlining, different water, separating the families. There is nothing, really. There is nothing. I felt everything he said to my bone marrow. Why I felt it is because just a group of people has been subjected to so many kind of things. Just a group of people. And not that they are trying to make things easier for Black people. No, they still want to look for a way to make it harder because There is no need for you to. And then in the end, you know what troubles my mind? What troubles my mind is that in the end, they will come back to tell you that it's been long ago. It has been long ago. No, you all are still doing the same thing. It has not been long ago. So stop gaslighting me with that BS you all come out to say. Or they come to tell you that, oh, you are lucky to be in a place like a country of honey and milk and sugar and butter, all of it. No, cut that crap. Because you all do not hand anything over to Black people free of charge, free without charge. It comes with charges. They pay for their food, they go to work, they pay their rent. So there is nothing like you coming out to tell me, get over it. We are not going to get over it because it is still affecting Black people till this very moment. When I can get over it, I will not get over it because it is my history. People don't get over their history. You don't tell people how to feel when you hurt them. And you cannot hurt me and tell me how to react to the hurt you put me through. No, it's not being done. You know? And like Bishop Farmer said, I do not break bread with people that I know that do not want me. I know you don't want me, and all I can do is to try as much as I can to get away from you. Because if I break bread with you, you are still going to hurt me. How do I explain this to people? Or how do I explain this to them? That Black people have their reasons why some of them do not want to talk where they work. Some of them just want their space. Because when they start interacting, you all will still find fault and fight problem and look for a way to fire them. You all say, I am your ally. You all can always. No, we cannot talk to you because we have tried several times to be in, to continue the allyship. But some people are telling us that we are not smart, that they are the wise one. But when you look around, you can flip the coin and see where it is headed to. Black people know what they want. They've been pursuing what they want. You all are the cunning ones. You come back and you try to rub our feet or rub our back because Black people are people that want peace and want everybody to be loved. But I love the fact that that is changing. You know, it's either you are for us or you are against. You have to pick one. Whose side are you? Where do you want to be? You know, don't stop acting it. Stop acting like you are for me when you are not for me. You aren't for me, but you act like you are for me. Then you go behind my back to the HR to tell HR this, that, and pretend like you didn't say it. I am saying randomly because this is what they've been doing. So what are you people going to do to fearmonger or to threaten people? Nothing. They have seen it all. It's a flex, but it is not a flex because these are also inflicting a lot of trauma in people. People live in fear. They sleep and wake up. They don't know what they are expected, what is going to come. Because you all choose to mess things up. I do not want to break bread with people that do not want to be by my side. When Black people said they do not want to serve any democracy or they are not serving anybody, that they are serving themselves, I know that they meant it. And that is where they are on right now. You see, this vacation, it's really going to be very long. You all are so quick to come out to tell us that we are the ones benefiting from DEI. When you check around, you will see the people that are the king and queens of DEI. Everything about us is questioned. You have certificate, you graduated. They tell you that you graduated through DEI. That's why you got a job. And when they see you in prominent, but no, you are not supposed to be. That is supposed to be my sport. Because of, it's supposed to be for us. We are not supposed to excel, because it is not in our DNA to excel. It is only in other people's DNA to excel. If I see a Black daughter, I am going to ask, did you really marry that, or is just DEI hire or something? No. You all are the DEI hire. That's why you all are so quick to talk about it. The DEI doesn't even benefit us that much. You all are the benefactor, the real benefactors of it. So you all quit all that. No, nobody's nobody's breaking bread. And that vacation still stands. Bye for now.